Hey dude, so sorry it's taking me this long to get you a video, but I'm gonna video dump the crap out of you tonight. So this is where we started on the bite work. Actually, I take that back. We started off leash, but you want to start back tying them pretty quick to build some frustration there. And you want them to look a lot like this. So what I'm using there is called a Robbit, and it's just pretty much scraps of leather on a string. Initiates prey drive, and I can teach a lot of the bite mechanics there, because it's like if they're not biting hard enough with leather, you can kind of like get it out of their mouth, you know, and build that grip like really good. So I'm trying to get a bark out of her by letting it go still. We're still working towards that. And you know, here, this is the very beginning steps. So it's like she's learning she can put her mouth on it. She's learning, you know, it's not just fun, I gotta bite it. So there we go. So she's thinking about it, so I'm going in a little slower to let her try to catch it better. And she lets go of it here. This is one of her first bite work sessions, especially back tied. So this leads to where we're at now. And I put her on the bungee line to get a little bit more forward out of her. And we'll come into frame here soon, I promise. So I've moved her on to some bigger girl equipment. You know, it's really important to get them biting different surfaces, getting that prey initiated. And she's such a cheater. She'll spin so the thing gets caught in her leash, so I can't yank it out. And you know what? That's actually really smart because she wins. So now you see how much more confident she's gotten already in that bite. So what I'm doing is I'm working myself in, making it go dead to make her regrip, and then I'm going to walk away and let her have it again. So what I'm doing is building this like crazy, I want like a really nice and full pushing grip. You know, so look at look at how much more into it we're getting. And it's just fun, you know, she's having a blast with it. So I'm getting her used to me coming in as well. The next step will be what's called cradling, where when they have the bite in their mouth, you will be able to put your hand under her chin and pet her head, you know, get her used to like having that contact with you. Another thing too is like you want them to go from all the way up to all the way down, basically. So we're bringing all of her energy levels out, letting her really express that on the rag and on the equipment. And there we go. And you know, it's good to have on and off. So you see, she lets me do it, and I like that possession she has. Like she's like, no, you can't touch it. I'm okay with that. I don't need to touch it. At least not right now, anyway. You know, the biggest thing is like you want her to win on the bite every time. So anyway, here's her first encounter with a puppy sleeve. So just getting her used to biting something that has some padding to it and working those same grip mechanics. So, you know, again, I want that good driving grip on anything I present her to bite. So it's not quite on me yet. She like wants to play, but is like, I don't know. But, you know, that's going to come with more confidence and more time under her belt, understanding the game. So here we are working that grip, letting her, so I'm getting a little closer to her and trying to get her used to that whole thing. But again, keeping that control, keeping, you know, her really into it. And if I'm able to pick her up, that's really good. You know, eventually when we want to build her drive to the point where she's like, you're going to have to knock me out. You know, beforehand, but we'll teach her an out. You know, it's not that big of a deal. So I stick my arm in it to get her used to that side picture. I want her to get, so when she regrips there, I fall to the ground. I'm going to start acting like she's beating me up. You know, a lot of, you know, building a really confident bite dog is, you know, basically playing WWE, you know, where where she just wins the grip every time. She's fighting me with all her little puppy might, and you know, just really kicking my butt. So I'm gonna leave it at that for right there. So let's talk about her obedience. Here's one of the earlier sessions. I will get the jumping under control. Like, we just want her to be kind of the happiest ever, because the biggest thing is speed. So you can see she's like kind of reluctant to go in the down, and gets kind of crazy brain at first, but I'm trying to award these like little moments that I'm seeing where I have her attention. She's in the correct heel position. Yeah, and it looks kind of goofy at first. I'm just kind of noodling until I'm seeing the right things that I want. So there's her static heel position, which will be, you know, right there at your side. And, you know, goofy, 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 which I'm going to fast forward to one of the more recent sessions to show you how far she's come. So, here we are working our heel. So I'm trying to fade the lure because I don't want her like totally relying on it, but I'm still going to bring it in as a reward. But, you know, she's coming around. She gets really excited. Like, you can see her getting in drive, and she starts kind of having springs, and it's really funny. But, you know, that will eventually kind of fade out. You can see she's a lot more willing to start doing a lot more things faster, working on getting that down to where she'll hold it. You know, that can be a process for a Malinois, but hey, we're working on it. And it is getting better, so, you know, we'll get there. So that's a big deal right there. A reward big for that. She's so clumsy. But I'm going to leave you guys tonight with her middle and her swing around in a heel. Have a good one.